Hi, I took a small break from all the little mini journals that I've been doing, and I've been doing a lot of them to make this full-size writing journal. This is, what is 14 times 4? Whatever that is, that's how many pages are in here. My brain is gone. Anyway, this one is I used a beautiful image from Tsunami Rose, and she's in this hammock, and I added the eyelets so that the hammock is tied around the journal, and that also serves as a closure, just like so. So this is the journal without it, just some blue and pink lace with a white flower button down there. And then I printed out this image, and I glued it on this burlap and sewed all the way around it and added the eyelets. So she's hanging like on a hammock here. And I named it this one Vintage Past. So let's get into it and I'll show you. Here's the inside paper, and then there's a front and back pocket. Here's a top tuck spot up here. This is all coffee dyed paper. And I received this in some happy mail from, well, I don't know who it was from. It was a random act of kindness from the JJJ chat group on Facebook. Here's an encyclopedia article from the 50s, Pins and Needles. And look at this. I love this coffee dyed effect right here. Folded over, little vintage typewriter. This is I think it's a 1940s math book. So I added that page, and then here's like a clock, and this is some vintage sheet music, and I sewed part of it up here and added a die cut key, and here's some lace and an old vintage bicycle, dictionary page, lots of writing room. Here's a little tag up here, and then some beautiful rose washi, and I added this like cameo button or brooch. I'm not sure which one. I think it's a button, and I added that there on the bottom. Here is a sewn around tuck spot to put photos or receipts, and here's an old map of the United States election of 1896, but I think this is from, I don't know how old the textbook is, but I had this little die cut brooch like with a little cameo, and I just put it around the area of the United States where I live, Southeast Tennessee. Let's just add a little bit, about me in the journal. Here's another collage using buttons and rhinestones and more of that washi. They never cease to amaze me. They know when I start filming, my boys. They want the attention, I guess. Okay, so the middle of the signature is this really, really heavy cardstock with this really pretty cutout, and I turned it into pockets. And so here's an extra encyclopedia page, and it just has some really cool, entries in it. So I added that there. And here's a really pretty tag with some lace. And there's a little sequin on that. Boys, hush it. And then here is a canvas type upholstery pocket. Excuse me, guys. The house falls apart when I film, I tell you what. Okay, and so here's lots of beautiful coffee dyed paper, and then another tag. Here's a tuck spot with like a little postage stamp die cut. More of that dictionary paper, and then another big sewn tuck spot. I thought this would be good for photos here. And the rest of the vintage sheet music. And here it says, no beauty shines brighter than that of a good heart. So that's a good journaling prompt there. Here's some ephemera, and the math book, vintage math book. And then a little pin is holding on some lace on this page. And then we're to the end. Here's a little tag with a bumblebee, and it says magical in the other pocket there. So I do hope that this becomes special to who is getting it, and that she will enjoy it. And that just ties, oops, there she goes. That just ties right around there. So I hope that gives you some more ideas and inspiration, and that you enjoyed this flip through.